session 221. We finally are able to catch our breath after a ferocious encounter. It's been something, but I do feel our bond as a group has gotten stronger. Both me and Glenn immediately direct our ire to Maristra, who fled our group at the first sight of combat. Even though she apologized, it leaves a bitter taste. Funny enough, though, I remember I had a similar conversation with Malin before we parted ways, and I can't help but feel a sense of coming full circle. We meet with the personal servants of Titania, the warrior Thornhelm Briarwood and Lyra Dawnwhisper, who Glenn wants to challenge to a bard singing duel. We share notes and detail our differing accounts with fighting the Shadowlords. Lyra notices that Glenn has been cursed since he was caught lying by the hag. Oh boy. They request our aid in communicating with the insert creature name sorry I forgot, as he may have been corrupted, but differ in their approach and how to deal with him. Finally that night, as we sleep, I notice an adult green dragon crashing in the distance, and as we investigate, we notice that the corruption of the Shadowlords has now begun to spread to them. While Uslog and Thornhelm finish off the alien dragon, our fight still remains uncertain.
All right. Thank you for that recap.
Also, don't forget that after our our long rest, we got basically a high-level aid spell.
Oh yeah, that's
yeah.
right. What's her face?
So I have
gave you that
extra 20 to my max.
Who is it? Lyriel? Yeah, Lyriel Dawnwhisper gave you that song, which was basically a high-level aid. Yeah. Alright, so yeah, it is the next morning. You do have that buff on yourselves. What does the group want to do?
I'm going to go back to our contacts, or to the quartermaster.
Okay. At Fort
I don't know if every time we go to look for Thornhelm or Lyra if they're available, because they seem a little bit important. But if I can find one of them, great. Otherwise, I'll just find the quartermaster.
Alright. Yeah, you would not find Thornhelm. It seems that him and Lyriel are both out today. But one of the servants is there to meet you as you come out of the room. She says, good morning. I was told I was to help you out while my mistress is away.
Oh, will you be accompanying us?
She says, yes, I will be your scout. I was told to stay out of the fray and just to record information and get as much knowledge on the situation down there as I could. She says, I can, however, I don't fully agree with my mistress on this. She says, I can fight. I can do my part. So if you'll allow me, I would like to fight alongside you.
Especially if, an arrow or a healing potion here or there can turn the tide in our favor. Please do not let fear run you away from a battle that you could assist with.
She says, no.
But yes, keep yourself safe.
Says, I can do that. I've served in some of the... I've served as a soldier before, and obviously I'm a scout, so I'll try to stay far back.
I was meditating this morning over what magic to prepare, and it occurs to me that some certain magic might be of a special use to us in this task that we venture out on. But I need a rather valuable component, and I wonder if it might be something I could have or borrow from your mistress's provisions.
She says, well, I'm not sure what the quartermaster has. How rare of an item is this?
It's not magical, it's just valuable. I need a very ornate and costly vessel encrusted with gems of great value. Maybe perhaps over 1,000 gold.
Says that sounds fairly specific.
It is not consumed, so I would be able to perhaps return it should we survive, and if it is only on loan.
It does consume it.
What did you say?
It does consume it.
Is it? Oh, I'm
Yeah.
so sorry. You're right. Okay. Never mind. My mistake. I guess it would not be alone, but it could make a difference in the success of our mission.
Well, let me go and see. If you give me the description, I can check in with the quartermaster and see what we have.
Yeah. So I share some notes about the magical specifics and whatever they need to kind of determine. I hate just saying, give me a bowl that's worth 1,000 gold, but yeah.
Need a very special gem-encrusted bowl. So you give her the specs for it, and she says, I doubt we have anything like this, but I can check. If this
Thought
is
it was worth asking.
I mean, if this is an item that magic users use, then perhaps we have one in stock, just in case. Give me a moment, I'll return. And she takes
Very
off. Alright, so what about the rest of you? Anyone else doing anything?
Preparing to head out.
Is Titania anywhere that we know of?
Do you want to go look for her?
Yes, I want to look for her.
Alright, so you go walking around the fort a bit. You don't see either of the two emissaries, and you also so far haven't run into her. There's a lot of Eladrin soldiers around, but yeah, unfortunately, it doesn't seem like she's here. Or if she is, she's nowhere in the obvious places.
Can I ask one of the soldiers?
He says, "Oh, Queen Titania? Oh, I assume she's still out dealing with the corruption. I mean, she said she'd come back once it was done, but, I mean, from what she had told us, there was quite a bit of it that was taking root within the Feywild. I haven't seen her since the day that we all arrived here."
Gotcha. Okay. Thank you. I appreciate that.
He says, "Is there something I can do to help you? Was there a reason you were seeking the Queen?"
Well, I was looking for her blessing to get rid of an Archhag's curse.
Oh, my apologies. No, I don't think there's anything I could do to help with that.
He nods. I suppose Oberon is probably out there as well.
I'm not sure where Lord Oberon is in all this, but I know the corruption was significant enough that the forces had to split up at one point. Perhaps they've rejoined, but yeah, I'm not sure.
Okay. Well, I will keep looking, and again, thank you for all the information.
Says, very well. The summer smile upon you. He bows.
He'll tip his imaginary hat. How far away is the Hag's cabin from where we are?
It is quite a ways. I mean, it's about a day per square, at least if you're going by land.
And how far? I mean, 'cause I don't see. Yeah, I don't really see it on the map. I mean, how many? Do I know how many squares away it is?
Oh,
So it's probably, let's see. Measure. So you're here. 162 hours of travel, so a couple of weeks.
Holy crap! Okay, yeah. So
yeah, it's not close by for sure.
We're gonna use some magic.
That
I guess I'll get together with.
You could probably teleport there. I forget. Do you have teleport?
Yeah. Yep. I have teleport. I just. Ugh, that's my 7th level spell slot for the day, though. I have no idea what. That's my 7th and potentially 8th. It would be my 7th and 8th level spell slot for the day to teleport there and then teleport back.
Are you
I
planning on going alone?
was gonna. But
That sounds like it would go well.
I'm going to find. I'm gonna go find Estrella.
Okay. So you would get a knocking at your door, Estrella.
Okay. Come in.
So I'll open the door. Hey, Estrella. Are you busy?
Just making some final preparations to the magics I'm readying in hopes that I can be prepared for what we will face. But proceed. I'm no longer meditating.
And I character. What are our plans for today?
I believe that we will be stepping through a portal to get close to this draconic ancient being. Insert name that I've forgotten here. To take a
Okay,
page out of Garrett's book.
So you are looking to go into the realm of Zeruthun, the Storm Coil, or
At least
Zarathun.
to gather, we'll go in and at least try to gather some intel on the extent of the corruption and the state of this creature. It may.
The creature's got a name.
Apparently, he's quite an ancient. I don't want to say celestial, but creature of some power and connection to this realm.
So it's not just like a creature. It's got. Jesus Christ, got a name. Everybody knows that's bad news bears, man. If it's got a name, named mobs are always stronger. No, I'm just kidding. And he, okay. So hey, our task today, how time sensitive is it?
Well, the Fae seem to think it's quite imperative that we catch this quickly if this creature is corrupted, because him working for the Shadow could quickly turn the tide against
Okay.
the Summer Court here on this realm and in favor of the
Oh,
Shadowlord.
They want to
okay.
know if he is corrupt, because if he is, and he is allowed to fully corrupt, then he might just come up and attack the surface. He's supposed to be really powerful.
So like, they would want us to do this today and not tomorrow, then, right?
So it seems. I was a bit torn in whether or not returning to the Hag might be of more urgency for us, but it does seem that this creature we're sent to investigate could be extremely powerful and extremely hurt. The cause of this realm against the corruption. If he was to be corrupted and allowed to marinate.
Yeah, they didn't really say that this has to be done today or else anything like that, like it's gonna blow up the world. They just kind of said, don't let this sit. Like, don't sit on this. Like, get it done soon. If at least to get an idea of how, if he's infected and if he is, like, how far gone he is, just so they know kind of what they're dealing with, if that makes sense.
If this new task was not set before us, what would you prefer our day's mission be?
Well, I was wondering if I might get your help traveling.
So there is,
because
as you are talking, there is an excited knock on the door. Mistress Estrella, I have good news.
Oh, Glenn, do you mind hit this? This could be an item of some value.
Sure. Yeah, he opens the door.
Because I'm not sure if he wants to continue talking or not with someone coming in. So, but yeah, I would just kind of say like, oh, this could be important too. So, I'd open the door.
All right. So the elf is there. She would present you the bowl. She says, it just so happens we did have one.
Oh shit.
We only have the one, but there it is. She says, I was told I could just give it to you as well. They didn't want anything in return.
This is most excellent. I appreciate it, and I will ensure that you benefit from the magic as well should we decide to consume this. Not consume it like we're gonna eat it, don't worry.
She says, I know how magic works, mistress, and she smiles. My name is Kylira, by the way, or Kylira.
Elira.
Yes.
Okay. We've got Lyra, Iara, Lyre, Kylira. Your NPCs, Lou.
Those
Come on,
are
man, no artwork.
Elven names. Give me a break. Those are Fey peoples.
There's no artwork.
Oh, is it not showing the artwork?
I see it.
It's not for me. Oh,
Maybe
I
it's
guess
because
I'm
you're
just,
on the tablet. Maybe
Oh, it's spelled with a C, so that does make it a little different. So
Mm.
pretty Fey Wild elf.
Yeah.
Eladrin.
Honestly, I'm a pretty Feywild girl. What the hell?
What'd you say?
He
I'm
said
a pretty Feywild girl.
he wants to see the pretty Feywild girl. He said, but yeah, you might have to reload or something.
Yeah, I just reload hopefully. See if I can.
So she says, well,
Okay.
I have my things gathered. The portal master is ready to send us down there. He says to make sure that we have what we need, because once we're down, he won't be able to open a portal up to get us back until later at night. It takes some time for the magics to align for this travel.
Understood. If you wouldn't mind, we need to complete some counsel with our planning of the day. So we will join you shortly. We'll find Uslag and join you shortly.
Oh, would you like me to go look for her and send her over?
Sure.
All right. So
I assume she's preparing herself, just as we are.
All right. So she
would
will.
probably be-
She'll nod and walk off, and I'll say, Uslag. A little while later, you will hear a knocking.
Okay. She just comes out. She's pretty much ready to go. She's got like her bag on her back and just ready to go.
She says, greetings. Well, I know your name is Uslag. Do you have a title? You are the Raven Queen's avatar. My apologies.
Not exactly a title, no.
Well,
This looks fine.
Uslag then. I am, what was it? Kylira? Yeah, I think it's Kylira. I think that's how you pronounce it. I am Kylira Sunleaf. I'm your scout, going down to the below areas with you. I was told to summon you to your war council. I believe your allies are preparing. She smiles.
War council.
She
Okay.
seems a little nervous.
Are you the druid?
She says, well, unfortunately the druids were needed, so I was sent in their place. I'm a war archer, would be my official title. One of the many servants of Lady Titania.
Okay. You'll be fine. Don't be nervous.
She says, well, yes, I suppose with you all especially, things will go just fine. But thank you for the confidence in me.
Just like nods. I'll go check in with my companions.
So yeah, I guess Glenn, when she
You're
stepped
unsure
out
what's up with
and-
all these nervous people these days. First the wizard,
Yeah,
now
that's
this lady. Well, I guess first.
Stressful times.
Yeah, first. What's its name? Your party member.
Yeah. So when
first,
she steps out to
Garen.
go, when she steps out to go find Uslag, I would tell you to continue, Glenn, because I wasn't sure if you wanted her around to discuss what you were gonna say about possible mission for today.
Yeah, so he said, well, I was hoping I'd get your help with traveling, because I would like to go confront the hag.
Are you sure that's wise? Is there not a whole coven of them? Perhaps gaining the favor of these Fae would give us extra numbers on our side if we, in order to go and confront this hag. And remember, I cannot get us back until the next day if I spend my magic to return us there.
Well, I said I can teleport us as well. I mean, I was thinking about just going myself, but it would mean using my 2 most powerful circles of magic just to get there and back.
Let you go alone.
And well, he kind of doesn't look at it. It's like I was just gonna do it.
I haven't gotten there yet.
Oh, okay.
All right, so maybe almost
like-
as if summoned, you hear a knocking at the door.
I think his voice lowered, so it's like I was just gonna do it.
The Raven.
Uslag would enter the room.
But hey,
What are we discussing?
I don't know. Would you have heard that through the door? What's your passive 16? You probably heard him talking as you walked up.
Probably heard my name spoken, and
I'll leave it up to you how much you
yeah.
heard.
we're just talking about hags and curses.
Glenn Glenn was considering that perhaps attending to his issue with the hags first might be the best for our group. However, I do worry about us going in against her whole coven when we know so little.
Well, I am still of the opinion that words can fix this. And some bargain could be struck.
What's your plan? What sort of bargain?
I'll tell you when I think of one.
So your plan is
I mean,
not even pushed out yet.
It's plans. I'm just gonna go and talk to her and get what I want, like I always do. What do you mean? What is the plan stuff?
Well, it's
Aldo would say, "Do you
It's your-
always get what you want?"
Who said that?
I mean,
Raldo. I guess Raldo wouldn't necessarily be here. All right, ignore me. Go ahead.
It
Sorry.
can be.
He's just hiding.
Well, Glenn, if that's what you want to do, I'm there with you. If you need to get this dealt with now.
Well, if you're going, I'm going. But I have.
I don't think it's wise, but yeah.
If anything, maybe we could enlist this Death Druid's help. But I mean, if we're going to go against the hags, I feel we might be unprepared at this time.
well, I'm not going there to fight. I am going there. I feel I want to make it known that fighting is a possibility, but I don't want that to happen.
And if whatever deal you attempt to strike turns sour, and you find yourself in one of her cages, then there's just 2 of us rather than 3, and even worse odds than we had before.
Come on, I won't let that happen.
I'm
It's
curious
like
what
just
you
himself be cursed.
Very
to her.
concerned.
Like
You hear
you
a,
wouldn't let a lich in your brain or let a hag curse you, right?
You hear a voice
I'm
say,
just-
"I'm just curious what you'd say to her." As you all turn around, seeing a familiar person, just kind of standing in the room as if he was there the whole time.
Ah, Ted. Welcome.
He looks to
Is
you.
it fucking kidding me?
She's like trying
I'll
to
just
smile and
face
be
palms,
on a good
like, this
side,
is
but
the
is clearly
last thing we
creeped out
need.
by him.
He kind of looks at you all as if kind of confused. He says, "Oh, don't worry. I won't be coming to do any. I'm not here to do anything harmful this time. I think I
This
shook whatever entity was, aiming my hand, we'll say, at that last encounter. No hard
What do you
feelings
mean?
for
You're
killing
the
me.
entity.
Huh?
I mean, you're the entity. What do you mean?
He says, I did not mean to disrupt your magic, Glenn. That was not my choice. As I told you, I am supposed to be someone who doesn't get involved in any of these events. He says, which is very frustrating, being that I am a being of chaos.
I mean, then what? I mean, if you're the corruption, what's strong enough to influence you and make you do something?
He says, well, what's strong enough to draw power from my realm to attack the Feywild? I don't know exactly why this is happening. He says, I don't fully understand the situation.
You said you are the void, not that you are the corruption, yes? Although the corruption is of some type of void origin in its energy source? Did I get that right?
He nods. He says, yes. The corruption is a product of magic using the energies of my realm.
I see.
But it is not something I control. In this form, I have some power in your realm, but I am not nearly as powerful as when I am at my full force in my own realm. He says, I just wanted to come in after I was able to bring myself back from death, or whatever it would be called when I had fallen. I wanted to come and explain myself a bit. I believe it was the polite thing to do, as customs go with your kind.
Well, what a little gentleman.
He legitimately smiles at that comment. He says, thank you. Well, I did hear you talking. He says, a hag. It sounds like a dangerous endeavor. Is there anything I can do?
I believe it's actually hags.
A whole
Well,
coven.
you know, I mean, technically, you know, if we kill the one hag and run, we don't need to fight the coven. I mean, if you're asking if you can help, I don't suppose you could blast away an archhag for me.
This is nothing so direct. I can maybe speak with her. I don't know if I'd be able to convince her, but I could deliver a message, maybe? I travel quickly. Or, I don't know, is there anything less obtrusive that I could do? Because I do feel like I owe you for that last, I very easily could have gotten you killed if not for Titania's intervention.
True.
Could you come with us to talk to the hag?
Just travel
Could you
with you?
maybe get her to
Yeah,
leave her
maybe.
there?
Yeah, maybe your presence and word might help her have a change of heart.
What did you say, Uslog?
Anyway, we could get her out of her lair and speak to her on common grounds, away from her sisters.
It's unlikely. From what I know of her kind, especially someone as smart as her, she wouldn't put herself in a position where she might not have her full power. While she acts confident, she does know of you all. She is a very crafty foe. So she knows how dangerous you all are if she was caught off guard by you, and how easily you could take her down. So I don't have any good suggestions for how to get her out, but if you did intend to kill her, that would be a good idea, as her lair is much more dangerous with her in it.
It's likely that she did intend to, or hope that we might ally with her and bring her this plant that she wanted.
But, oh, go ahead.
No, this is fine. I was kind of unsure where I was going with that.
He says, if you just wish me to travel with you, I could. I'm not sure how she'd react to me. She might be impressed once she figures out what I am. She probably will.
Oh, this is just an old friend. We tell her.
Hopefully meeting you will be interesting enough to trade for getting the curse removed.
We would nod and say, yes, that's a simple request. If you just wish me to travel with you, I can come.
So are we decided then that we shall journey back to the Hag's Grove rather than embark on the Titania's mission for the time being, for today at least?
Well, I mean, you know, this is a selfish request because I don't like being cursed. So
I don't like you being cursed either.
Agreed, none of us do. But I think that the vote falls your way because although I do think that it might be wiser to get the favor of the Fae first, I believe that Uslog is likely have Uslog's vote, and I will follow you both where you go. I will not split us.
Well, I have to say, like that.
Simply that if the vote was up to me, I might choose otherwise for today.
Well, I'd say it's a selfish request, but I would like to get uncursed.
Your health affects us all.
Well, I will, unless there's anything you need, I will journey there now and await you. I do not wish to stay in the fortress too long, as my presence might upset some who might detect me here.
Are you able to transport us with you?
He says that would be extremely dangerous as I walk through the void, and you're all way too much of set patterns to travel through the void, at least not without protection. He says, though, maybe given time I can. But yes,
perhaps once you get used to us.
Yes, maybe once I get better at reading the patterns of the two worlds, I could move us quickly using the void.
Are there any blessings or boons that you are able to cast on forms such as ours?
He gets kind of a creepy smile when you say that, and he says, the patterns of the magic I wield would be dangerous to use on you. I think it best that I leave your patterns unrandomized. He says, while they could be beneficial, there is a possibility that it could also backfire.
Understood.
Same as
my questions. Some of my questions were more curiosity than anything, but your words are wise.
He nods. He says, same as with the teleportation. Perhaps given time, I can figure out ways to benefit you that aren't too intrusive and make up for my last act against the group. He says again, no hard feelings for, killing me, I guess. That's what it would be called.
We were acting hastily because it was a severe situation.
He says, is that the first time you've stabbed a child, Glenn? You seem very good at it. Right in the heart. It was an impressive strike.
Thank you. I appreciate the compliment. He leaves it at that.
Just kind of uncomfortable cough or something.
Yeah, just kind of dodge that question.
He says, very well. I look forward, and this is what you plan to do. I assume we will meet there soon.
Yes.
For the record, were you not of the substance that you are, which we obviously did not know much about you at the time, but were you of a more substantial substance, such as the creatures of this realm or of the realm of Gaian, I would have attempted to assist you had we still had your body after our escape.
He says, well, that is kind of you. Though I'm not really sure how you would assist me, as I'm still getting used to even, existing.
Well, I understand that now, but I knew little of you at that moment, and the stabbing was rather abrupt, and I would have tried in the way I would have any other creature. And
I was actually, maybe not impressed, but gleefully caught off guard by such a random action. It made sense, but it was not something I was expecting. So, touche, kudos for that, he says to Glenn.
Inspiration point for child murder.
Yeah, thank you.
Pretty awesome. I'll stab a kid.
At that moment, you just, you were a threat, and it just, I've just been trained to neutralize threats.
He says, a pragmatic stance I can respect. A very understandable reaction to your instincts of survival, which have evolved over many, many, many years.
Uslog would just cross her arms. What's your true form? Like, why take this form?
He says, I don't know. As I said, I didn't bring myself here. I believe that the shadow cultists did. I'm not sure why they did, or if they wanted to do something with my form, but, well, I'm still figuring that out.
Well, they're rather fond of experimenting with using dark rituals to drain the forces that create various creatures of intelligence. And maybe they intended to try some such on you just to see how it went.
So, as you are talking, there is a knock at the door. Friends,
All right, you're up, Glenn.
It's Kylira. I just was checking in. Can I come in? The Shadow Child looks at you and says, "Perhaps this is my cue to exit. Unless you
Yeah,
send her
kinda
away.
gesture,
I do not think
kind of
this Eladrin should see me."
I kind of make a gesture, like, be my guest, kind of wave with the hand, the palm upright, yeah.
And he does that mentally, so you all hear his voice now. He's not speaking. And with a nod, this cloud of darkness kind of consumes him, and he's just gone.
Kylira, you're up, Glenn, to inform her of our day's plans.
So she would walk in. Looks like she has some extra ammo, has all her stuff packed. She's like, "All right, are we all ready to go?"
Slight change of plans for the day.
How so?
So it just looks to Glenn.
Yeah, we're ready to go. Let's go.
She nods and says, "All right. Well,
Does she know we're going to a hack slayer?
she says, well,
If you will, and we teleport.
She says, wait, did you say that out loud, or was that like?
No,
okay.
that was out of character.
So she says, "All right. Well, here, let's go downstairs. I can show you to the gatekeeper." And she kind of motions for you to follow her.
I look to Glenn for him to take the lead here.
Actually, we're just gonna teleport there ourselves.
To the below? Do you?
We have that's kind of not where we're going.
She says, "I thought we were going to the below, to Zahrathun's domain, or Zarathun's domain."
Freya looks really guilty.
No, we're gonna do something else, and then hit that up tomorrow.
I see.
I'm going to take the bowl. I'm going to take the bowl out of my pack and set it on like a dresser or a table, whatever for surface there is in this room. And I would say I intended no deceit. I hope that this might still be available for us to use when we embark upon your quest, but it does seem that we have another matter to deal with first.
Oh, I see.
Most important of some importance to our group.
May I ask what the matter is?
I mean, you wanna tag along?
She says, "Well, can you tell me what we're doing, or what is this matter of importance to the group?"
Well, we're gonna go see an archhag.
She says, "Oh, this is this the one that cursed you?"
Yes.
She nods and says, "All right. Well, I was told to accompany you down below as a scout. I don't know if I should go with you for this. I wasn't really given orders for this." She says, "Well,
is your hierarchy or your job here something where you must have orders each day, or when you're not given specific orders, are you allowed to make your choices yourself?"
She says, "Well, I mean, currently, my mission was to defend you as you go into the below, into Zarathun's domain. Did you tell any of the Well, I guess you didn't tell them because they thought we were going today. I can go with you. That's as long as we get back in a reasonable amount of time, it'd be good for you to be at 100% if this hag's curse needs removing. I've never gone directly against an archhag before, though. I was more prepared for the travels below. Do you know anything about fighting a hag?
Perhaps we will not need to fight her. Glenn is rather confident that this might just be a diplomatic visit. But
all right, so I'm just there in case things go poorly. Is that?
If it is your wish, we welcome any aid you can provide, and we do not expect you to give your life for us, especially while we are delaying Titania's quest.
She says, well, if you were to fall to this hag, I doubt she would spare my life. More likely, I'd have a much worse fate. Zaladrin and hags don't generally get along well. Probably end up in their cages or turn into some vile creature. So if a fight goes down, I'm most likely going to make sure she has to kill me.
Okay, that's understandable.
Yeah.
She says also I have no idea where I am, though I could probably find my way back here given time. But yes, I'll accompany you. I see no reason.
A map of the, if you have a map of the wilds, what were they called? The deep wilds?
She says I do. I have some areas. I can go and get a map from the quartermaster.
I can show you, not with great knowledge of your realm, but because we did travel it some on foot or by air when we went there the first time, I might be able to give you a general idea of where it is in relation to Galbarock? What was the city we set out from?
Well, you're at Fort Revkar right now.
Right, but if she has a map of the Deep Wilds, I would be able to maybe give her a general mark on her map of where it roughly is compared to the city that we left from when we traveled there.
All right, so you pull out the map, kind of show her the area.
Yeah, so if the map shows Galbrock, then I can be like, yeah, we traveled this way and then north and then into the mountains is where we found the Death Druid.
Oh yes, that's about a week or so south of Gyre Fool. Okay, I can probably find my way there if I had to.
No, it's not exact, but it at least gives you some information, and if you do want to leave any information with anyone on where we've gone, just in case, then it's a start.
What are these little tree markings all over your map? She says with curiosity.
Well, that's how I travel. I befriend the local flora, and they allow me to use their the very time and space that they occupy. They allow me to step into and bring you all along with.
Says, that's right. You're a druid. I've gone through my share of tree gates to move with the armies. A very effective way of quickly moving a lot of people. Actually, a lot of soldiers. She says, well, let me go change a few things, but I would like to travel with you if you'll have me. It would be a good chance for me to get to know you all a bit better anyway.
Very good.
She says, if there's anything I need to know about fighting a hag, though, please let me know so I can prepare.
Let us rendezvous in the garden in 20 minutes. I look around to everyone. Anyone else have any other tasks they need to complete?
Oh, sounds good to me.
So she'll nod and leave through the door.
Is there anything we need to know about the hag that could be useful? Because I don't know too much, except from what I've experienced, and none of it's been good. I don't know. I don't have a good feeling about this.
I think we'll be fine.
Alright, so you head
You weren't
down.
thinking of going off without us, were you? Slug's just thinking about what she heard at the door.
Or Estrella cackles.
Sounding a little like
I mean, I don't want to worry you guys.
And if you just disappeared and things went poorly, and then what?
That wouldn't happen. I wouldn't let that happen.
All right. Well, I'm going to follow your lead when we're there. So you say the word and I'll attack, but until then, I'll stay my blade.
And we're here
As
in
much as
Thorn.
I don't want to.
We're here in Thornreach, right? Is that the fort we're in
Yes.
right now?
Wait, what was your question?
Sorry. Thornreach, that's where we are right now, right?
You're at Fort Revkar.
Oh, Revkar. Okay, so I was just trying to look for it on the map. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, I was like scrolling around the map at all the different little bubbles, and I saw Thornreach, and I thought that was, but maybe. Oh, I think that.
It's
Yeah,
sort of
okay,
like an old hidden fort within the mountains here.
Okay.
All right.
Revkar.
So you go down to the garden. You would see Kalira. God, I can't pronounce her name. Kalira Sunleaf. You'd see her there with all her belongings. And she nods as you come over, kind of standing by one of the big trees. She says, I'm ready.
All right. Look around to the others just to make sure they're here, paying attention, and giving me a nod, and I will go and pat the tree and exchange some pleasantries with it briefly through my touch. I don't know, and then open the portal.
Do you remember?
Like, what's up, bro?
Sorry, go ahead.
I was just like, what's up, tree? Just...
Do you remember how far that tree was from the hag's lair?
I think I marked it on the map. I know it was like outside of her, like her
We'll say
grove.
it's like maybe a couple hours south.
Oh, okay. I think, yeah, I mean, that's fine. Yeah, I don't know if we decided exactly, but yeah.
Alright. So...
And technically, the spell just says it has to be a large plant I've encountered before. The flavor of me making tree friends just feels right, you know?
Yeah.
So technically, I could go to any plant that I've ever passed.
A plant I believe that you're familiar with, right?
Right, so if, like, yeah.
So you'd at least have to kind of remember, like, where you saw it. Like, you couldn't just be like, well, I went through that forest. So it's probably good that you say, like, okay, I remember this tree in this forest.
Good. Okay,
Yeah.
I like it.
All right, so...
Should we come up with some sort of signal for, it's time to get out of here or time to attack or something before we,
So as
get in
you
there, something we...
as you step through the tree, since you already went through, you
Actually,
see...
it might have been at the hero's graveyard that I did the tree friend.
Well, you have one there too, but you also marked
Right.
one near the hag thing. So yeah,
Right.
as you all kind of step through, you do notice the child just kind of standing there. And Uslag, what were you saying to them?
Oh, she was talking about possible signals or code words that we could get past a hag in case, just to, if things start going south. I feel like it'll be probably pretty obvious, but...
Well, I don't know, Kylira says. But if you have one, just...
We haven't planned any of this out.
She says, oh, well...
It's fine. It's fine.
Fuzzy nuggets.
If I ask the hag if she wants some marmalade, that means it's time to fight.
Okay.
Oh, okay. What about it's time to get out of here? Just like let's GTFO.
Okay. The phrase for like get within 10 feet of me so we can teleport out of here is let's see.
Can we even teleport out of a hag's lair?
Yeah.
We'll find out.
I used the word grove, but I apologize. I feel that that's rather a corruption, an insult to that word. You're right, lair is better.
You'd hear a voice in your head saying, it's likely the hag would prevent a teleportation, but there's no way of
We'll just
knowing
have to
for
make
sure.
this as diplomatic as possible.
Also, I've masked my presence from your ally. Do you think it is okay to reveal myself, or should I remain invisible to her?
Is this Todd?
Ted.
Ted. Sorry.
Yeah.
He's got different names in different games.
Well, because people name him different things.
I know. I'll leave that to Glenn. I don't know.
Okay, if I say oof, that's a spicy meatball, that means it's time to book it.
Okay, all right. Spicy
This
meatball,
is,
we run. Marmalade, we attack.
Yeah.
Shall remain hidden to Kylira for now.
And perhaps, if we do run, where we should try to maybe rendezvous here at this tree, perhaps?
Sure.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
Alright, so the group is traveling, spending some time. Just let me check something. You do manage a small boon. On your way to the grove, you would find 350 maho of rare herbs.
Ooh.
These
that you
right
can
here, look at
gather.
these. Oh, they're so fragrant, and I can do lots with them. Give me a minute, and I would start harvesting them.
As you go towards them, you hear Ted say, just as a warning, those are the property of the hag. I can sense her magic on them. Or at least she is the one who grew them.
She'd probably curse you for taking her plants.
Yeah, let's not risk that.
He says there's no curse on them as far as I can tell.
Well,
but
yet.
he says, I just thought I'd
Are they
mention it.
cultivated? Were they placed here, or do you think they're just wild and she's kind of claimed them?
He says, I believe that she planted them, but
All right.
I think they are magically enhanced to grow quicker. That's the magic I sense on them.
Well, let's not endanger whatever chat Glenn's about to have for now. I might maybe grab them later if I get the opportunity.
All right, so
I leave them behind.
Leave them behind. Oh, I thought I got rid of these. Ignore those for now. Okay. So you are approaching from the south. Did you bring Boulder Bottom for this?
If he wanted to come.
Yeah. I would prefer to have the extra, but because we're so few today, but yeah, totally up to him.
So Malistra is gone. I'll leave it up to you. You do have Kylira with you. If you want, I could say you brought them both. That's fine.
I would like that. And I'm happy to control one of them. If that's preferred.
Okay, so you are approaching from the southeast again. As you get close, you see the mists up ahead. A little bit of nervousness maybe washes over you.
I'm just as we reach kind of what seems to be the edges. Like you said when we were here before, that there was some sort of feeling where we kind of felt like we knew the boundaries of her lair, right?
Yeah, so you're feeling, as you get closer, like that is getting stronger. You would see kind of a burning fire in the distance up ahead.
I'm going to cast I'm going to use and activate Emboldening Bond.
Okay.
It's only 10 minutes, but just for the kind of the start of the chat here, I will put that on. 5 people, so let's do Glenn, Slug. It's okay. 5 of us. We've got 2 NPCs and 3 of us. So yeah, all 5 of us have it.
You hear a voice in the mist. I see you have returned. The familiar voice of Malka. She says, I don't sense any plants on you, though. Perhaps you should approach the fire and explain yourselves.
I mean, technically, Estrella's bag is full of plants, but yeah.
Probably
I've got
not the plant
2,000
she wanted.
herbs in my bag.
Not the one she sent you out to get, though.
True.
Alright, so what do you want to do?
Start approaching.
Boulder Bottom is very nervous again. He says, I'll come in with you, but I don't like it.
Hang out next to this little skeleton here.
And
Stay
Kyliera
back
says,
a bit.
courage, noble dwarf. We shall be their backup from behind. He says, yeah, I'm familiar with that job. Done it a bunch.
And
Oh,
please
he is
heal
all here.
Boulder Bottom. But yeah, there you go.
Oh yeah, and Glenn, you're at full health too. Just and you
And
don't forget the
Golden
10 hit
Bottom,
points.
everyone.
The aid. Everyone's got aid.
For me,
Just
I can't
wounded.
alter my. It's not letting me alter the character sheets for. So I'm just gonna have to roll off the D&D Beyond for right now.
Okay.
To see if.
So,
Yeah, because
uh,
your
I'll
token
be
says
able to
you're
cut up.
wounded.
you're using Beyond 20? Is that what you're doing?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But for some reason, it's just not letting me open or alter any like
It might be
sheets from
because of
Roll20.
the tablet. Maybe it doesn't like
Yeah,
doing
it's
it through
just
a
it's
tablet.
it's just a bootleg setup for it. So just gonna have to do it through everything through D&D Beyond this week.
Alright, so as you approach the fires, she would suddenly fade in, almost as if stepping out of the smoke. She says, so, the route I sent you to get, it seems you were unable to claim it.
Well, it's more of a matter of whether it was worth it or not. I really don't like druids, so I didn't have any problem beating the old man up and taking it. But
She says, you met Dal Reese then.
yeah, he's just as annoying as every other druid that I dislike. He's kind of the epitome.
Crosses her arms and taps her foot.
He's kind of the epitome of the druid. The type of druid I hate. But anyway, I mean, the deal was is that we would get that plant and we would learn more about the corruption. Well, we kind of found a way to learn more about the corruption anyway, so we kind of just went the easy way and really didn't bother getting the root and didn't bother forcing a fight since we didn't have to.
She says, I specifically said that was a condition to be allied with me, was to get back what was taken.
Yes, but the benefit for us in that allyship was knowledge that we've found other methods of acquiring.
She says, so why did you come back here then?
Well, I have come hat in hand, so to speak, in all humility, to apologize for lying to you and ask that you remove the curse that you placed on me.
She says, I didn't place any curses on you. He says, it was the lie that placed the curse on you. You yourself did that, and there's no way to take it off. She shrugs. She says, but in all likelihood, it won't kill you, so.
But what is it?
She says, well, there's a price for that information, and it's the root you didn't get. She says, since you seem to know everything, now that you have gotten your information from other places, as you put it, you don't need my help.
I just said we had found a source, not that we had explored it yet.
She says, well, in that case, it sounds like you do need me to deal with this curse on you.
Well, look, don't take this as a threat, but we've also been told that killing the source of it would also rid me of the curse.
She says, really? And who told you that?
An archfey in Queen Titania's court.
She says, well, you are certainly welcome to try if you wish to attack me in my grove here, though I wouldn't recommend it. I mean, first of all, I'm extremely powerful in my own domain, and secondly, well, you don't know for sure that that is correct information. right?
How do you feel about experiences of a very unique variety? I myself am a worshiper of Celestian Seven Stars who believes that experiences of awe and rarity are to be sought in life. And perhaps we might give you some experience today that would be unique and interesting by introducing you to an entity you might never have encountered before.
Give me a persuasion with a -3.
I will use Emboldening Bond. Let's see.
I mean, since Glenn has also been talking, can I aid her?
Well, she made the offer. What would you say?
I would say Estrella speaks truth. A being as long lived and as wise as you, I have a feeling that we could produce something of quite interest to you that you have never run into before.
To be clear, this is
I'm
not a
like,
gift. This is simply an introduction and an interesting experience. I'm not sure that it is in our power to gift this being. I'm sure it's not.
Give me one moment.
And I'm only proposing this because Todd's been in our head, like basically saying, or Ted, that he'd be down to go with us, and it'd be interesting to meet her and stuff, you know.
So
Though I have been curious to know if she's detects him in any way here in her grove, you know.
So
Even
there
if she's
is
not sure what he is.
a kind of a puff of dark miasma as she looks down for a moment. And it just kind of starts swirling throughout the area. And as it clears, there are now several beings.
We all want to see the experience.
One of which seems like it is Malika, but she is much larger. She has kind of a more serious look on her face. She says, I had wished to experience my roots delivered to me. That is what I was told I was getting. Now you bring to me some request of trade for another experience. She says, this is bold. Speak quickly.
there must be some way to rid me of this curse.
She says, well, for a start, you can get me the root, as I have asked already several times now.
Are you not at least a little intrigued at what we offer?
She looks to Estrella. She says, what experience do you offer, Druid? And what value is it to me and my coven? The other hags kind of cackle.
As I said, introduction to an entity that I suspect you've never met before and may not even know.
And it is also tied to the corruption.
Give me a persuasion with a +2.
Which, both of us?
That would be Glenn.
Don't forget you have Emboldening Bond.
Okay, I guess I'll use that then. So I will roll persuasion.
So this would overlap with EB. So if EB's higher, you use that.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Oh man, I don't think it's like not.
Or just roll a d20 and let me know what you got if you can't roll that.
As
Or
long as
I can
it's-
roll for you if you want. No, 27.
So
So
27
she'll
plus.
go ahead.
+3, you said?
Well, plus your D4 for emboldening bond. Basically, if you roll a 1, you'd have a 2 instead. Okay, so like 31. So she looks to you, kind of like an intrigued look in her eye. She says, related to the corruption, you say? Now, that piques my interest a bit. She says, here you are coming to me for information, and now you return with information that you can offer. Says, sure, who is this being? I did not sense anyone new with you. I know that you have traveled with a servant of Titania, as well as your dwarf. What is this being?
He seems curious, like a curious look comes over his face. He's like, really? You can't sense him? That's actually
She gets a
very
very
interesting.
annoyed look, and she says, careful. You're starting to anger me a little.
No,
Where-
I mean, no disrespect. I find it interesting. And yeah, I'm just surprised is all.
So you can tell with
he-
insight she doesn't like you toying with her. I'll say
Okay.
Estrella. Like she doesn't like the fact that you might know someone is here that she doesn't, basically, in her own
I see.
lair.
I would.
And she thinks you're either like lying about it or like you are maybe a threat if you have someone that you can hide.
He's
from.
irritated at both Glenn and Estrella. I didn't quite hear when you said my name.
Oh, I just said with your passive insight, you think that
gotcha.
she either. Well, it seems like maybe she thinks he's lying, or if she realizes he isn't lying, then he snuck someone in here, and she doesn't know how that could have happened. If that makes sense.
Mentally tell, audible to Glenn.
Oh, actually, Glenn, you
well.
know that too, because you both have really high insight.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that all of us, I'm assuming that when we speak to Ted mentally, he I can make it so Glenn and Uslug hear it as well.
So.
Or is it just 1-to-1?
So you mentally communicate with everyone, and
yeah, I would just say, if you wish to, meet this hag, as you said, it could be interesting. It seems that she might, I don't know, be amused as well. It's something that might intrigue her, but it's your choice to reveal yourself.
He shrugs. He
I
says,
was just,
well, he would say in your mind that it's not the first archhag I've seen, though maybe the first one I've seen in this form. Do you want me to reveal myself then?
It could be interesting. Probably maybe don't mention that this is not a first for you. It might, make her feel less interesting or unique or like, oh, another archhag. I've met you before.
So he nods, and suddenly there is a swirl of darkness, and even though you could see him before, now it seems that she can see him, as all four of them kind of gasp and look over. She says,
and I would try to catch Kylira's eye, because I'm sure she's going to be startled. If I can get her attention, I'm just going to kind of try and do like kind of a soothing hand motion, like pressing down with my palm facing down, kind of like calm.
So Kylira does look surprised, though she doesn't look like she's about to fire at him or anything. She's just kind of
okay, good.
Huh. Immediately the hag would look over and say, what is the meaning of this? He says, my apologies. I thought it best if I not reveal myself right away. She says, and how? How were you able to hide from me? Wait. This isn't possible. He says it is, though I can't really explain it. She kind of gets a sly smile on her face and says, how interesting. Perhaps we can make a deal. She looks to him. She says, those who created you obviously seem to not know of where you are. You've hid yourself from them too, I assume. He kind of nods, and she says, do these people speak for you? And he says, yes, I owe them because of what I did to them. She nods. And she says, this entity, I wish to study it. She says, I will trade it for the information on how to remove the curse.
I consider this entity to be autonomous. I do not speak for him, despite his feeling of indebtedness toward us.
You would hear in your minds, I don't mind being traded. Maybe that can make us even for what I did to Glenn.
I would just kind of nod my head and kind of stay silent and let the others handle this, because I kind of just wanted to make my thoughts known in that respect. But I'm not going to impede anything they decide here.
Yeah,
She says,
Ted, if you're willing to let them study you, then I would definitely appreciate it.
he nods. He says, as I had said, Glenn, I do owe you for what I did. So, if this makes us even, then I can give myself over to them willingly.
For study, not for control, I would say aloud, is the deal.
She says, yes. My purpose is to study him closely and find out more about how a being of the pure void can even have been drawn forth into the Feywild.
Despite the fact that he was able to conceal himself, you clearly understand his energy and know far more of him than we did when we encountered him. So I find it quite impressive, and that you already seem to understand what he is, even though you wish to study it further. I'm just trying to. I'm not like necessarily trying to like suck up, but like it is honestly like, I was like she seemed irritated that she couldn't sense him, and it was a surprise to us that she couldn't. But also she immediately knows he's of the void and understands that he is remarkable. So I think I'm just like praising the fact that she knows her shit.
All right. And were you saying something, Uslog?
Oh, just that we would also be curious to know how that was possible.
Perhaps
as well.
Ted himself would be curious to know how that was possible.
But a cure for the curse is enough for me.
She nods and says, very well. If that is the agreement, then the trade can be struck.
Just look to Glenn to see what he thinks.
She says,
yeah.
She walks up, kind of looking down. It's not often people look down at Uslog. She says,
she's not that tall.
Oh, fair enough. She says, your name, is it Whisperwind?
Yeah.
Your last name? She says, Whisperwind, approach me.
But he's never given her that name, though.
It is
yeah, but she knew he was lying, so she
well, I know she knew he was lying, but this is the Feywild. Fey don't surrender their names easily, so I feel like it would have been perfectly normal for her to lying was one thing, giving her a false name, but saying, I'm not going to give you my full name, just call me this. That I feel like that would be completely normal in the Feywild. So I was just saying, I'm not sure if she would know his true name.
I don't know if that would be considered his true name, just his last name. Because I know, like, I know, like, in the heavens, every celestial and, like, in all the realms, they all have their true names, which aren't always necessarily the names that they use. But sure, we can say she just, like, summons him forth. Maybe she doesn't know his name. She, like, motions for you to come close.
Because I don't remember the name he gave her, but it was something he made up on the spot, so yeah.
The child
like Silver Tongue or something.
Step over this way. She will put her hand on you, one hand on you, and put the other one on Ted. And she says, then you agree to this? The boy for the curse? The study of the boy?
Yes, as long as it remains his own free will to do so.
She says, boy. He says, Ted, please. He says, or she nods and says, Ted, do you agree to this transaction? He says, I do. I hope this makes us even, Glenn.
It does. Thank you, Ted.
So there is a kind of a swelling of dark energy in both of her hands. And you feel almost as something is ripped from you. As energy is pulled back into her. And at the same time, energy flows into Ted. She nods and says, it is done. You may go. She just kind of steps back this way.
Can I insight Just, Looks like those,
So you kind of look curiously, and Ted would say, "She has pulled the pattern from him. I saw her do it. He is cured of his curse."
Okay. Now that it's gone, I mean, what would the curse have done to me?
She just stands there, silent. She says, "As I said, you may go."
It would have turned your hair blue or something just like really minor.
Well,
I would say I would look towards Ted and I would say, young gentleman, it was an interesting experience to travel with you, albeit briefly, and we would welcome your company again should you desire it.
She says, "Travel well, Zatian. Maybe we'll see each other. Maybe even at night weather.
Does the hag, any of the hags, react at all to him
See each
calling us
other again."
Zatian?
They don't, but you then realize he did not speak out loud.
Ah, okay.
Oh.
He just kind of
I would
looked at
give a
you when you
little,
heard his voice.
not like a bow, but like nod of my head to him, kind of respectfully, and then do the same to Malakara and turn.
She says,
yes.
"If you are able to get my root back, perhaps we can be allies. This transaction was for the boy, and it does not make us friends. In fact, I do still feel slighted that you did not do what you agreed to. Now leave my I don't think she'd call it a lair. Leave my grove, and don't return unless you're bringing the plant with you."
I understand. Should we come again, it will be with the plant.
She nods. Says, "In that case, we will be on more amenable terms."
He nods. Thank you. We shall take our leave.
The young boy, Ted, says, "Pattern protects you, adventurers." Noticeably not using the term
Give a respectful
Zatian
nod.
out loud.
Nice. Okay.
And you, Ted.
Though you do remember she did. Didn't she refer to you as Zatian?
I feel like she just knows things.
I don't remember.
She might know. I was just curious if there was a reaction when that was said out loud, but it wasn't said out loud, so that's fine. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ted we did discuss. Yeah, we discussed. Our dealings with the Shadowlords and stuff. So I think that came up.
Yeah, I think you did identify yourself as that, but Ted probably doesn't know that, so he's being strategic with what he says.
Okay.
Oh, damn it! We forgot about. Oh my God, we're terrible friends. Oh my God, we forgot about Shara or Shay.
I think we have to deal with like one thing at a time with
Not
her.
even in the page this time.
It's going to be a whole other deal to get her free.
You're not sure what happened to her, but that was also part of the getting the root thing.
Okay, but the thing is like we never said we will get this root for you. We agreed that if we got the root for her, she would agree to ally with us.
Yeah.
Just like with the druid, he said, if you act against me, we're enemies. If you'd like to be friends, here's what you need to do. And we haven't done it yet.
She seems annoyed because it has been like 2 weeks, so she probably feels like you guys are jerking her around.
Has it been 2 weeks?
Yeah, you guys you went to see the druid, then you went on spring break. You went for a week to train, and you were traveling.
That's why I don't like that training method.
Well, yeah, but
things happen.
You took some time, so she might, and no one contacted her. You weren't like, "Oh, we're doing this, we're doing that." You just kind of showed up later. Huh?
We're level 16 now.
What level are we supposed to be?
16.
Oh my God, Estrella isn't leveled up. She's
Mary.
Yeah, that's why we passed the week. Everyone
oh my God!
I think you were out that.
But I guess I forgot that it was for a level up. In my head, I'm like, yeah, next level up, I can teleport. Oh, come on, next level up, and here we've had it. Damn it! All right, sorry. All right, I'll have to work on updating my sheet. Sorry, guys.
We did that. You did that whole in the corruption. You fought that whole thing.
I remember.
Level
sometimes we have weeks between sessions, or we cut out mid-session, or I'm tired.
Just saying, I'm impressed.
So Kylira, as you're saying this stuff about the hag, Kylira would say, "Well, for an archhag, she seemed fairly." Easygoing about the fact she didn't do her job. I was surprised she didn't try to attack us.
Did not agree to her job. I know that she's missed.
Hags are not the, they're very powerful beings, and they have their own idea of what you owe them.
Well, whatever she did just now seemed like a solid contract and would probably be extremely serious to go back on, and extremely wise to be sure you wanted to agree to before agreeing to. But what we did previously was nothing so formal.
She says,
Although, yes, the whole lie from Glenn probably didn't help our situation in the previous encounter.
yeah, she just kind of shrugs. She says, "Well, I was just saying I was surprised that she seems actually somewhat respectful towards your group. Although you all do seem to be, quite powerful from what I heard you
I think
survived."
she, I think she actually does genuinely hope that we will retrieve this root for her, and that is why she keeps bringing it up. So that's, I guess, something we could potentially leverage in the future, but I'd rather not make more deals with hags.
She says
Yeah.
that is a wise uh, thing to avoid. Yes. All right. So
As we like step away from the hag's lair, Uslok just like lets out a sigh of relief, just like she's just been holding her breath that whole time.
All right. So yeah, you walk away, getting further and further. You start feeling a little bit more relaxed as you feel the energies of the lair getting weaker. What do you want to do? It's about 11 a.m. now.
I want to add a 7th level spell slot to my sheet and say, hey, I can get us home. Should we be ready?
All right. Well, do we want to do a break?
No, please don't break just for me to level up my... I can do it from D&D Beyond much quicker, so...
Well, it's about
But
halfway anyway, so...
I'm just pointing out that I can actually transport via plants or wind walk or what have you twice per day now instead of once, and I have a teleport available, so...
Well,
Only
if
once.
nothing else, I will say that you get back to the tree. Like I said, it's about 11 a.m. Although I guess you could use any tree to travel.
I'm gonna look at Kylira and just say, would it be of interest to your mistress if we introduced you to the druid as well while we're here on our little excursion, so that you might report back to her on that as well?
As well, I got some information from the hag, just observing her and using some of my magics. I could probably do the same for the druid. I don't know if it's something that will be of use to my
We
my
don't
mistress,
have any.
but...
With the hag, we kind of had a reason for showing up, the curse, and a token to bargain with. But I don't know that it might just irritate the Death Druid if we show up and just say, hey, we wanted you to meet someone. But it was just a thought while we were out here, if there was anyone who had any thoughts on whether there'd be any other value before we return to the fort.
Well, perhaps for now we should just return. And if we do have reason to come back, I assume you can get us to this druid very quickly through the trees.
Indeed, I do have a tree friend there as well.
I don't want you to anger him by just going there for no reason, so...
He has mentioned that he will not be hostile to us unless we are hostile to him or unless we venture further into his domain than we have previously been. But at the same time, he still could be annoyed if we just show up and say, hey, we haven't decided yet if we're going to do your thing.
She says...
He doesn't want us to help him.
She looks to Uslog. She says, what do you think, warrior? I guess
Well,
you just
think...
say Uslog because that's what you told her to call you. She says, what do you think, Uslog?
Just in general, I mean, I think we can easily be just done with the hag, but if we do need to deal with her, then the druids offered us a way to get what we need for her, and that would be my vote.
Boulder Bottom says...
rather than violence, but
Boulder Bottom
it's also dangerous.
Do you mean allying with the
says,
druid just in case? Or do you mean just leaving it on the table in case we want to come back to it later?
What are you asking, Uslak?
Sorry. While we were out here in the wild woods or whatever they're called, I had kind of brought up the thought, like, would Titania want intel on the druid as well? But the thing is that, so if I wasn't sure if Uslag was saying, hey, yeah, let's go make friends with the druid so that if we have to encounter the hag again, we have another ally. Or if you were saying like, no, let's just leave it where it's at now, where if we do go back to the druid, we could say, okay, we've decided to take your deal and we're here to help you. But for now, just leave it where we're undecided.
Right, and undecided because I think we don't really need the root unless we want to deal with the hag. So if Queen Titania wants information, wants to, ally with this druid, then, obviously she can ask us to help in that, possibly. But for now, I think our focus on the Bahir.
And I think one of the NPCs was going to speak.
Yeah, Boulderbomb would say, and remember, this druid did offer to help us if we decide to fight the hag. So he did say he'd participate.
Well, I have definitely not forgotten that piece, but at the moment it seems that our potential clash with the hag is stayed for a time.
Yes, if we find out more about Shaith, maybe there would be cause to deal with her again, but...
Yeah. We definitely might want to try to return for Shaith at some point, the root or enough allies to defeat the hag and her coven are pretty much the only two ways I think that might happen, though.
Yeah, I think we would probably need the druid's help with that, for sure.
Even
As, distasteful as that sounds to some.
Yeah.
All right. Well, are we to head back to the castle then? Now that you have your friend
the
healed?
mission that the druid wants us to go on in order to secure his alliance would actually possibly give us additional information on the corruption as well. So it could be worthwhile. But yes, I believe
it could be worth it to do anyway. Yeah.
Yeah, but I think it sounds like unless I missed a different sentiment from you, I think we're ready to go back to the fort.
I believe so. Yes, I can use my slot to get us back now, so we can split the magic.
Excellent.
And he will gather everybody around him, and he'll take out his loot. And there's somebody here that hasn't teleported with us, right? Or that hasn't seen Glenn teleport.
Yeah, just
okay.
Kylira.
Okay. All right, Kylira, my teleport only works if somebody else is chanting while I cast the spell. And since you're the new person, so it's just kind of a rite of passage that we have the new person do it.
Do what now? She says, kind of confused.
Well, I'm a bard, so my magic is different. It's my music is power to me. So to power my teleport, one of the people traveling with me or myself needs to sing and chant. And so it's just kind of a rite of passage that the new person sings it.
Is there a specific chant you need me to sing?
Yes, I need you to, while I am playing my instrument to channel the power, I need you to chant and sing shim, shim, shimmy, shim, shim over and over.
Give me a deception.
For a second there, I thought he was starting chim chimney, chim chim chiroo.
I think that's what he's going.
Chimney.
Maybe. Deception. Hold on.
She's trying to keep a straight face. She just has to look away. She's just keeping a watch on the forest.
Keeping a straight face.
Yeah, Uslug's is keeping a watch on the forest, so she doesn't even give it away.
I'm gonna be like, the teleportation is much more comfortable if you really feel it from the heart. Otherwise, it's a little uncomfortable for the rest of us. So just really give it your all.
Did you roll a 16?
Yes.
She kind of raises an eyebrow at this. She says, I've never heard of needing to sing to teleport.
Well, my magic isn't as strong as you Eladrin have in the Feywild.
Well, if I must, I must. I don't know if I fully believe you, but perhaps this is your way of testing me. Chim chimney, chim chim, and she starts singing. Jiminy,
and
Jim, Jim.
he's playing, and he's playing. He starts playing to like accompany her. And everybody obviously knows, like, he's not even casting magic. He's just playing his lute. But he makes he makes it so there's like sparks flying off his fingertips as he's playing it to make it like seem like he's casting a spell, but he's just fucking around.
Give me deception or performance.
I'll do deception again. Deception. Better.
All right.
23.
So you do this for a while. She is getting, she kind of looks confused. She says, "Am I not doing something right?"
You gotta really feel it from your heart.
Yeah, I don't. I'm not getting enough power from you. You know, you don't believe in it.
Is this like circle casting? Do you need me to channel some magical energy? I can give you a spell slot.
It comes from the heart. You don't believe it. You just don't. He just shakes his head. I'm not getting the love from you, like the love of singing.
So again, she kind of just raises an eyebrow and says, "Well, tell me what I need to do."
You need to really feel it.
All right. Do you want me to start over?
He thinks that maybe that song, doesn't speak to you. There are a few other chants. He thinks for a second. I'm trying to think of
She kind of crosses her arms at this point, just kind of staring at you. She says, "Maybe we should have the druid just bring us back. You seem to be bad at this."
Okay, so I need you to chant. I have a structured settlement, but I need cash now.
She says, "What does that mean?"
You gotta like shout it.
It's just
I have a structured settlement, but I need cash now, she says, looking at you and then just shrugging, kind of annoyed.
Doubt in your voice.
What?
Oh,
The
I'm
doubt.
feeling it. I'm feeling it.
Oh,
I'm feeling it.
I have a structured settlement, but I need cash now, she says again.
Okay, and then to finish the chant, yeah. I feel it. I'm feeling the spark, and
I feel the shivers.
She says, "I have a structured settlement, but I need cash now."
And he strings his he strums his lute hard, and he casts it, and he just casts teleport. Yes. And he teleports he teleports everybody back to the fort.
Static crackle around you as you experience the familiar feeling of a teleport. When you just kind of reappear in the garden where you only were like maybe a couple hours ago. She says, "Ah, excellent," and she gives you a hug. "Good job, Glenn."
Yeah, thank you. He quickly hugs her back.
She says, "It's such an interesting way of casting. Do you often need someone to yell something when you do magic, or is it just for teleportation?"
Just for teleportation.
I see. Does Zeusla give her a look when she hugged him, or is she just like, eh?
Not really, just
It's like,
wow, it's familiar.
That's a little familiar.
A little familiar.
Just hugging him.
She's not insecure.
It's like, yeah.
Yeah, Zeusla is secure in their relationship.
All right. Yeah. So yeah, she seems excited for a moment, but then says, "Oh, let me go see if our what would you call them? If the administrator, no, what would they be? Let me just see if my people have returned." And she takes off.
Meanwhile, I'd be like, Oslog, can I borrow the bag of holding?
Sure.
And I'm going to
Oh, yeah, we
fish
should probably
out.
take that necrotic potion out.
Oh, yes. Yes, actually, yeah, keep that
Yes.
on your belt. Do you want me to
Yes,
remove
she'll
it?
put. Yeah, she'll put it on
Okay.
her sheet. Yeah.
All right, I'll remove that. I am going to remove the tuning fork to Gaian and the tuning fork to the Shadowfell and put them in Estrella's inventory since we
Oh,
have
shit.
leveled up and I was an idiot and didn't bother to realize that I can use these now.
Nice.
Oh, you can planeswalk now?
Well, yeah, I mean, when I got 7th level spells, druids can planeswalk, yeah. Plane shift. Yeah.
Plane shift.
Nice.
So, yeah, the forks that we found for Eli, I can now use, and that's why we've been hanging on to them, and that's why I've been writing down teleportation circles.
All right.
Awesome.
So, yeah, what does the group want to do? It's about 11:30 now.
That was a little stressful. You feeling better, Glenn? I mean, I don't know if you could feel if you were cursed or not, but
Yeah, I mean, I feel
must've been-
better just knowing that I'm not cursed. And y'all were so worried. I knew it would be fine. You know, you just gotta trust. You gotta trust me more.
yeah. Well, I don't think I would have agreed to it if I didn't have faith that you could do this.
Yeah. See, but just gotta learn not to worry. So yeah, I'm glad that's all over, and we can face whatever is ahead of us, non-cursed. And
If it's only 11:30, do we want to embark on our other mission? I know we've spent some of our magic, but we are mostly hale and hearty.
But at
Do we want
least spend some time. You know, if we get there, we could.
Just
You
do
know,
some
we don't have to-
traveling and get closer, and then maybe spend the evening in Glenn's mansion and be fresh for the deeper delving.
do that.
Yeah, I
Although
think
we
that
don't know what we'll encounter, but of course, yeah.
sounds fine. Yeah.
Okay. I would retrieve the bowl then that I left in the room just in case.
Yeah. Besides being a little emotionally exhausted, Uslag is at full capacity.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think Glenn and I aren't just each down a spell slot.
Right.
Yep.
I mean, a high level spell slot, but still, yeah. Where did I put that bowl? I thought I put it in the inventory, but maybe I didn't. Because, like, I put it in my inventory, and then I'm like, I'm going to leave it behind because this feels a little bit deceitful. So I
Will
thought
we
I
lose
put it in the inventory as something that we'd left at, what's the name of the tower? Ugh.
Gravok.
Fort Revkar. All right, let me sort it by location.
Assume you mean
If we
Gravok
rest
Tower.
here,
Here it is, Fort Revkar. Okay, I'll remove this and put it in my inventory now.
if we rest here, though, would we get Would we get a refresh of our temp hit point? Little boost. Or no?
Oh, that's right. If
Was
we
that-
rest,
was that
we
like
might
a-
lose that. Yeah.
Because they thought we were going today.
You're guessing the effect would only last a day. I mean, you don't know for sure, but
I think it makes sense for us to cover some of the travel time today.
Yeah.
But then, of course, we won't have the boon tomorrow, the boost, the aid, unless they want to send any other people with us that might be able to, give us some buffs, whether it's the same aid or not. Even small buffs could be valuable.
Right. I'm fine either way. We're pretty strong as is, but we could, use all the help we can get if things go
Yeah.
poorly with the Bahir. So, it's up to you guys. I'm fine with how we usually are.
Well, I think Heroes Feast gives us temp HP, right?
Let me post.
Hmm.
This is the 2014, so actually let me go find, because I can't drag the 2024 spells into this sheet. So
It does give us temp HP, I forgot. Maximum, yeah.
let me just
So that's
make sure
even-
it's not different in 2024. Here it is. All right, let's just see if there's any differences.
a little shorter. So it's almost like it takes an hour to consume. So it's almost like we do this at a short rest.
Thank you. Yeah, usually it's
Or I mean, you could do
like
it in
you
the
take
morning
it, you
too, but
do
it's
like a
like,
feast at night, or like it for breakfast. It would be like a
oh
buffet.
yeah, when we know we're going into
Because
something
it's 24
dangerous.
hours.
Okay.
Yeah.
Resistance to poison, immunity to frightened and poisoned, hit point maximum increase, and hit points. So it's not temp HP. It's the same as
Max
aid.
HP.
It's the same as
Okay.
aid. So it would stack with aid. That's interesting. Because temp HP stuff doesn't stack. You get one instance of temp HP. So this is this is awesome.
Nice.
And 12 creatures. Holy shit! Can we get some more NPCs sent with us?
Well, for now, you just have the 2.
I'm totally gonna give Slurp some of this feast.
I mean, Slurp will be immune to frighten.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if this thing has that a frightening presence, but you know, it never hurts to have a little.
Kylira says
buffer.
this is quite the magic you're using. If we're not fighting this creature, isn't this a bit of a waste?
Oh, we're not. I don't think we should do it before we head out. Because, again, I mean, it's definitely something we have to do in advance to benefit from. But I think we do want to try to at least enter the domain of this creature and start looking around. And if things seem really bad, we might decide to buff up. But yeah, no, our intent is still to first gather data and explore and go from there. But at any point where if we decide if as long as we're able to take respite somewhere for an hour, then we could decide to buff up in order to approach a space or a encounter that we've observed is a possibility and not entered yet, you know. But yeah, it's very possible that we would be drawn into combat without this, you know, if things don't go as planned. But I don't want to consume it if we're not fairly sure that we need it.
All right. Well, I can get the gatekeeper to let us through whenever you all are ready.
Perhaps when we are in a city again that has a wealthy market, we could try to keep a couple of these bowls, 2 or 3 of these bowls on hand or something, and that would give us better options. But for now, I'll do it when if you guys all feel it's time, do it. But for now, I'll hold on to it until we expect.
Says, I will just mention, if we go down there, as I said, it will be about 12 hours before we can leave. And I don't know how it is on Gaian, but teleportation is very limited, if at all, available down below. At least teleporting for long distances. So
what about the transport via plants? Does it work the same way as teleportation?
She says, I don't think it will function down there in his realm. So
And
the only way back out will be to wait for the 12 hours. Unless we can figure out another way. But yeah, the
and plane
domain,
shift, would that be the same as teleportation?
She says, I don't know. I don't know if we've ever had someone powerful enough to plane shift down there. So I've only been down there once before.
I'm not extremely well versed or well practiced in the spell, but I watched Eli do it lots of times.
She says we can try, but there's no guarantees, so we should probably assume it won't work.
I do
Just
have
be
tuning
aware.
forks for a couple places, so
She says
it would make it harder to get back to Titania's people. But if we need an out with some degree of desperation, then it's something we could try.
So I guess do any of you have Arcana?
Yes.
Make a check.
I intentionally took a lot of the knowledge skills that I have not had on a lot of my characters. I don't have Emboldening Bond on Estrella, like nature, history, Arcana.
So you would know that in the prime material plane, or Gaian, it's kind of similar, where if you are in the deep, while you can teleport around the actual deep fairly easily, like teleporting to the surface or teleporting to some places in the deep is nigh impossible unless you
What about
have
other
specific
planes?
magics. In the deep, that is generally hard to do unless you are at a place where the boundary is at least somewhat frayed. So it might be the same
Oh.
here.
All right. So I would share that. Like, I have the abilities and the spell strength and the knowledge on how to plane shift, but I understand that it is extra challenging to do in a situation like that one that we'll be in. So it's possible that my skills would not be adequate in making it a safe exit plan for us. What
Kylie
about
would just nod.
what about things like Glenn's portal to his mansion, like concealing the door somewhere and kind of staying in the area, but like being hidden in another pocket?
Yeah, opening pocket dimensions.
So
That's not really teleport.
I guess you would know with your role that it might be limited to only certain spots.
Okay.
Similar to the
So-
plane shifting, it would depend on how strong the barrier between worlds is, because the barrier is stronger the deeper you go in the prime material plane. It's much harder to teleport and use
So
other
may I?
planes.
May I suggest that we go in with a plan of stealth and observance, and when that fails, of what do you call it? Silver tongue, diplomacy, if possible. If combat happens and some creature that we are opposing could be like a child of this creature we're going to see or what have you, perhaps trying to use non-lethal or some degree of mercy. Let's at least consider those options. So that's like tier 3 when other things have gone wrong. Tier 4 is we can try to maybe teleport out, but we need to be prepared for the fact that we may need to hoof it.
Boulder Bob says, well, where do we hoof it to? I mean, we'll be stuck down in a cave for 12 hours. I guess maybe
Is
just...
this a big
Oh, so we have to
place, you
stay in
think?
one place for the portal to reopen?
She would say, yeah, the entry is an archway down there. It's a very specific point where the
Like a
magics can
yeah.
function to get us down there. So we would have to return to the same spot. I don't think that it's known by the Behir, so they don't really know about it. So we
Okay.
should be okay.
Alright.
So we're gonna have to try to outrun and then conceal ourselves if we get into like deep shit that we need to run from. It seems like we need to just run, hide, regroup. I don't know, but that's like that's like last
Yeah.
case
I mean, if
scenario.
it's a
we
cave
get in
system,
deep
we might
shit,
be able
yeah.
to find places to hide until that time is up. I mean, I think with Uslug's
And we leave no one behind. Like,
experiences.
even if we lose someone, we throw them in the bag. Oh, well, I don't know if the bag will hold them. We don't have a portable hole in this group, do we? Anyway.
No, that would be very maybe.
Chop off a finger. Oh, that's terrible. God. The thing is, I can bring you back with a finger, but you may not be the same species that you were before.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Well,
All right. No, I think I think the first line is we're entering, we're observing. We'll stealth if we can. We'll stay out of sight or out of interactions if we can. But I don't expect that to be the entirety successfully, you know. But we can try that whenever we can. But we will try to be non-combatant. We'll try to be quiet. We'll try to observe.
we have decent stealth abilities.
Yeah.
you
And
know.
when that fails, we will try to talk and deal and whatever else comes to mind. And if that fails, you know, we'll go from there.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, this is a good plan.
So why don't we do a break?
Okay,
Then you can
Yes.
work on your stuff anyway.
Yeah.
sounds
We'll come back
good.
in a bit.
Alrighty, be back in a moment.
I don't know if I've heard from Glenn for a few minutes. Is he still awake?
I thought I heard him snoring.
All right, when we
we get back from chat, we can try to air horn him or something, or from break.
Yeah.